You believe that Kendra and Young Joc were doing well, but the scandal is prepared to blow everything up since there are rumors that Kendra is expecting, but the Joc isn't. Yes, you heard correctly. And believe me when I say that the genuine father isn't prepared for this one, because rumors are street is that the person who betrayed this isn't just any old guy. Rather, it's someone that Joc trusted, and when Joc discovered that the fallout was like something from a reality TV screenplay, complete with paparazzi and shattered glass. The person Kendra has been skulking around with in the buzzing house. Oh, this is going to shock you. But here's the man responsible for this betrayal isn't simply a casual acquaintance. No, it's someone who's been close to the athlete. Joc had been grinning the entire time, but when the truth was revealed, he didn't just go crazy. Instead, he snapped. Hold on tight, for the TM is about to reveal who the mystery man is and how Kendra was able to keep this a secret for so long. The tea is currently spilling out of Joc and Kendra's universe, so let's get started. It's scalding, baby. If you thought Joc and Kendra were finally getting along after all the cheating scandals, it's hotter than ever. And reality TV drama? Congrats. You really outdid yourself with this most recent revelation. It's really amazing. If you've been following the emotional roller coaster that is Yung Joc and Kendra's relationship, allow me to take you back. You are already aware that these two have experienced it. We are discussing rumors of cheating, public humiliation, and side chicks. Kendra has somehow supported Joc, despite the entire chaotic reality TV starting pack appearing out of nowhere. To be honest, she should be commended for her patience, but it seems that even Kendra has her limits given what just came out. Since it's going to ruin everything, here's what we currently know. Kendra is pregnant. Normally, it would be a happy news, but it's incorrect since the shocking part is that the Joc isn't the father. Yes, you heard correctly. And if you hold on if you think that's awful, because sources say it gets even messier. By insiders, I mean. The pregnancy was not discovered by the same untidy sources who always know Joc's business before he does. He learned about it from a stolen medical report that purportedly verified Kendra's pregnancy, but the DNA test revealed that Joc was not the father. And believe me when I say that when that information was posted online, the streets went crazy. After all, there's no way Kendra could have gotten so dirty like that, which is why wild Twitter went viral in a matter of minutes. Asachi was the one creeping, but the father, who the hell am I asking, was out here protecting Kendra the entire time. Wait, things get worse. According to sources, Joc was out running when he realized, oh honey, and he snapped. Errands when his phone began to explode with missed calls, texts, and the headlines. Oh Kendra, they were vicious. When the reality TV personality revealed that she was pregnant, but not the father in a paternity scandal, the Joc first didn't believe it. Since Kendra wouldn't do that to him, he assumed it was some twisted prank. However, when the Joc saw the witnesses claim that a Joc was seen pacing back and forth while perspiring after a DNA report was revealed, he allegedly tossed his phone across the room with such force that it shattered while he mumbled under his breath and shook his head. According to one source, the Joc continued saying, "This can't be real. This can't be real." Oh, but it was real, as it broke on the ground. And Joc jumped in his car and drove home as soon as he realized that Kendra had been lying to him the entire time, sweetie. This is where things start to get intense because, supposedly, there was a different energy when Joc entered that residence. As if nothing had happened, Kendra was browsing through her phone on the couch when Joc had barged in and slammed the Kendra didn't even flinch. Instead, she gave him a bored look and remarked, "You got something to tell me?" And Kendra, "Don't play dumb now, girl. What are you talking about?" The Joc allegedly approached and shouted, "Don't play with you, understand what I mean?" And Kendra shrugged, "I'm pregnant," which is all you need to know about Joc's face. Joc apparently took Kendra's phone from the couch and stared at it, and you could see the veins jutting out of his forehead. Dead in the eyes and said, "It's not the father, who is it?" Oh, she grinned, yes. She had the audacity to sneer and asked, "Does it matter, baby?" Witnesses said that the Joc kicked over the he was yelling at Kendra when the coffee table knocked down a lamp and struck the wall so forcefully that it was dented. Wanted to know the father's identity, but Kendra, oh sis, was seemingly unconcerned. This is the portion that's prepared to leave you speechless because, oh no, Joc wasn't the only person that arrived that evening. Things were about to blow out, and guess who came in the door? It was Kirk Frost. The same Kirk Frost who has been grinning in Joc's face for years has been sidestepping cheating scandals. The same Kirk Frost, Joc's alleged friend, was there the entire time, and as Kirk entered, you could see the Joc reportedly turn to Kendra when it finally dawned on him, saying, "It's him, isn't it?" And Kendra, oh you wanted to know who the father was. And now you know, oh my God, witnesses say Joc lunged, she added, crossing her arms. Joc was yelling at the top of his lungs towards Kirk, and security had to physically restrain him. "You're supposed to be my brother. How could you have done this to Kirk and me?" Kirk really laughed. Kirk apparently answered, "Hey man, it just kind of happened." However, security hauled the Joc out of the situation, which was the worst part. The house as Kirk and Kendra stood side by side, witnessing the Joc go utterly crazy. But here's the problem, is that a Joc isn't the kind to simply accept defeat and go on. Oh no, for rumors have it that Joc is reportedly planning to go nuclear, and Kendra, oh sis, may have already called his solicitors. Has initiated a conflict for which she is unprepared. And Kirk, oh honey, if you believe Joe will allow him to get away with this, don't you already know that social media is consuming this? TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter are all going nuts. Kirk Frost needs to sit down because nobody has time for this dirty behavior, and Kendra is simply acting like a Joc. This is war, thus the Joc should call his lawyers as soon as possible. However, the question is, how long has this been going on? Additionally, did Kendra truly believe she would get away with this? If so, you better remain confined because the scandal is far from done, and believe me, you're not prepared for what's about to happen. You thought that was messy. The fallout from this scandal is going to go to the point of nuclear devastation, so we're only just getting started, honey. Knowing that Kendra is expecting Kirk's child was only the first step. As the repercussions are now, let's continue where we left off because after Joc arrived, he's not going to let this go. Joc was allegedly spotted sitting in his car after being physically dragged out of the residence, according to sources. Witnesses claim he sat there for a good 15 minutes, clutching the steering wheel until his knuckles became white. He was breathing heavily as if he were trying to stop himself from doing anything, but he was not moving or speaking. Crazy, and really, can you blame him? This was about shame, not just betrayal, and Kendra didn't simply cheat. She became pregnant by one of Joc's best friends, and Kirk, oh Kirk, lacked the maturity to even feel not only did he laugh in Joc's face, but he was also guilty about it. What's worse is that when Joc was, as he sat in that automobile, trying to comprehend what had happened, his phone exploded once more. But this time it wasn't. Kirk and Kendra were observed together that same evening at a party, according to the gossip vlogs. Guess what? The paparazzi saw them entering a posh lounge in Atlanta while holding hands. Together, appearing totally unconcerned, the photos were posted online, and a few minutes later, Kendra and Kirk left. Atlanta's newest power couple, Kendra and Kirk, are together while the Joc is spiraling, and the Joc is acting foolish while Kendra is out here. Winning, my God, the Joc apparently lost it when he saw the photos and contacted Kendra right away. He then called Kirk directly to voicemail, allegedly leaving several irate messages, and let me tell you that information in those voicemails is crazy, according to insiders, and the Joc was shouting into the phone, "You should call, I get that you find this amusing and believe it to be a game." But Kirk wasn't concerned because, guess what? Occurred next. Kirk went live. Yes, Kirk went live on Instagram Live, and Kendra was seated next to Kirk. Kirk sneered at the camera as he sat there drinking wine and remarked, "You guys should mind your own business. We'll get over it." Excuse me, but according to one insider CL, the Joc was sitting at home watching this in real time while trembling with wrath. Asserts that Joc truly screamed, "Oh hell and no," and flung his phone across the room before getting in his car. Yes, it has been stated that Joc went directly to Kirk's house, and when he arrived, the neighbors are still discussing what transpired that evening because it appears that the Joc didn't even knock. Instead, he approached banging on Kirk's front door as if he were about to knock it down. Kirk allegedly opened the door with the answer, "You're good, bro," but he didn't. At that point, the Joc lunged at him. According to witnesses, the Joc grabbed Kirk by the collar, shoving him against the wall while shouting, "You find this amusing? You think you can just take my girl and get away with it?" Kirk allegedly pushed Joc back and replied, "Calm down, buddy. It's not my fault that Kendra picked me." That was the end of it. According to accounts, the Joc struck Kirk so forcefully that he fell back against the wall. Kirk stumbled, but he got back up strong, and boy, it escalated into a full-on fight between Kirk and the Joc. Kendra, oh Kendra, was merely standing there as they were allegedly rolling around on the floor and throwing punches at one another. Drinking as if nothing had happened, Kirk's neighbors soon noticed the disturbance and contacted security. They had to physically separate Joc and Kirk. Joc, because they believed someone was being robbed when security arrived, was said to have yelled, "This ain't over, I'm not done with you and Kirk." And Kirk, oh Kirk, found it funny and acknowledged that you are the security officers who ejected the Joc from the house. As you might imagine, the Joc left with a cut lip, and a Kirk, who was standing in the doorway fixing his chain and appeared utterly unconcerned, had a torn shirt. But hold on, because it gets even better, because guess what? While Furious was driving home, he was humiliated and embarrassed. Struck the internet with a brand new film. Yes, that same evening, another video was leaked, and this one, oh, that's awful, shows Kendra. It's worse, honey. What's she saying as she sits in a darkly lit hotel room conversing with an unknown man? Unlike what you might imagine, Kendra can be heard in the video claiming that Joc doesn't even know he still believes we're going to work things out, and the man, well, you can hear his voice and guess what he says, but you can't see his face well. He won't be harmed by what he doesn't know. So Kendra explains, "I'm just waiting till the baby is born. Once the DNA, if the results are good, the athlete will have to go on." My goodness, social media went crazy in a matter of minutes. Kendra was planning this the entire time since it was on fire. Joc needs to get legal help right away because Kirk and Kendra are straight up villains, and Joc, oh Joc, according to the video sources, he was pacing his house in a rage and repeatedly shouting, "Joc isn't just angry. He's in revenge mode since rumors are circulating that she truly played me." Joc has already gotten in touch with his solicitors, and it's said that he intends to sue Kirk and Kendra for emotional distress and slander. And to be honest, he may have a case because insiders are now saying that Kendra and Joc had a prenuptial agreement. And if Joc can demonstrate that Kendra's adultery caused her to suffer psychologically and publicly, then, oh honey, while Kendra and Kirk have apparently gone into hiding, Kendra might lose more than just the Joc. She might lose the bag. According to sources, Kendra has reportedly disappeared entirely and Kirk has ceased returning his calls. But Joc, oh Joc, is refusing to let this go, according to insiders, who say he has already scheduled an interview with a significant news organization and intends to reveal all that Kirk and Kendra did to him. But the true inquiry is, how long has this been going on? And Kendra genuinely believed that they would get away with it, and more significantly, that Jockey was going to take them. Both of you are down. You should remain confined because this play is far from over. You thought it was awful, honey, unaware as the consequences of this scandal are about to escalate to a disastrous degree. That Kendra was expecting Kirk's child, but that was just the start, as now Joc isn't just upset, he's prepared for Kendra and Kirk, as well as the war, may have just put themselves in a situation from which they are unable to recover. Since Joc was on a mission following the violent altercation at Kirk's residence, let's continue where we left off. Wasn't going to stand by and allow Kirk and Kendra degrade him in that way. Instead, he was prepared to hold them accountable and earn their trust. Joc apparently called up his legal team the very next morning, so I knew he had a plan. When I say legal team, I'm discussing the same powerful solicitors who have defended some of the most well-known figures in hip-hop, and Joc wanted to go public, but either stated that the Joc wasn't merely attempting to get this resolved discreetly. He is seeking retribution in an attempt to destroy Kirk and Kendra's entire reputation, and guess what? The Joc had the supporting receipts, because it appears that Kendra's shady behavior has been monitored by Joc for months, according to insiders. Gave his lawyers a complete folder with surveillance footage, bank statements, and phone information. Joc allegedly provided evidence that Kendra and Kirk had been having extramarital affairs for more than a year, and the worst thing was that Joc had paperwork proving Kirk had been funding these covert meetings with funds from their joint business account. To reiterate, Joc's money was used to pay for the opulent hotel rooms, exclusive dinners, and pricey presents. Oh my God! Kirk was financing his affair with Kendra using Joc's personal funds. But wait, it gets worse. According to reports, Joc's legal team suggested that he may sue Kirk with embezzlement and fraud because Kirk wasn't only he was using company finances to have an affair with Kendra, and if Joc pursued that litigation, Kirk might be suffering severe financial repercussions. And as you are already aware, social media was consuming this, so Kirk was unfaithful, and Kendra and Kirk are going to lose everything because of his theft. Therefore, the Joc needs to bury him. Returning with curiosity. But this is when things took a drastic turn for the worse since Kirk. Yes, he attempted to outshine the story. Kirk did attempt to rewrite the facts. 2 days after the altercation, Kirk posted on Instagram a photo of himself in front of a Rolls Royce with the words, "Keep out of grown people's affairs, we get excuse me," but guess who's in the passenger seat? It's Kendra, who was sitting there grinning like though she didn't give a shit, and believe me, the remarks were nasty. So now you're really showing this off, Kirk. You think this is sweet, so you should sue the Joc right away, but oh Joc, you took from him and got his girl pregnant. Was unable to let Kirk to get away with this as, the next day, Joc appeared on The Breakfast Club, and baby, he revealed when Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Bai sat down with everything Joc, they quizzed him about the circumstances. Kendra betrayed Kirk, and the Joc didn't mince words when he remarked, "Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Cheated on me, and they did it right in front of me." Charlamagne questioned him how he learned, and the Joc simply replied, "Learn from the blogs just as you did." And when Charlamagne questioned him about the fight Joc, he chuckled and remarked, "Let's just say that Kirk received what he was due." Oh my God. The Joc continued by saying that he was pursuing legal action, and when asked if he planned to file charges by DJ Envy, Joc responded, "Let's just say my lawyers are handling it." However, Joc did not end there, as later that day, the Joc released a single, yes, an entire diss track, and shared a video of the Instagram song with the words, "Oh honey, don't play with me." And they were brutal. "Thought you were, I'm taking everything back, even my money and my girl, after you stabbed me in the back, my brother. Love, it's the same, Kirk and Kendra. You're both pathetic, sweetie." Social media went crazy, and the Joc really dropped a diss. This song about Kendra and Kirk is going to be a hip-hop war, Joc. It should win a Grammy. And guess what? Yes, Joc's Revenge began to chart. Within a day, it peaked at number 3 on the iTunes hip-hop rankings. Kirk and Kendra, however, were keeping quiet. According to reports, Kirk hasn't been spotted in public since the altercation, and after Kendra purportedly deleted her Instagram, things took a drastic turn because Kirk's other side girlfriends are now beginning to come forward. According to reports, several women have contacted gossip websites to say that Kirk had been. One woman even said that Kirk promised to support her financially while he was hooking up with them while he was seeing Kendra. Kendra CIS isn't managing it well, and now she's threatening to expose him if he doesn't pay up. Oh my God. According to insiders, Kendra has been bombarding Kirk's phone with demands to find out how many other women there are. Kirk reportedly advised her to calm down, but it only made her angrier. According to reports, Kendra has even moved out of. Rumor has it that she has already phoned a divorce lawyer at Kirk's house. Yes, Kendra, you heard correctly. Maybe attempting to get a divorce from Kirk now that it's over. You can't make this up. And Juke is doing very well. Following the release of the song, the Joc apparently secured several club gigs and interviews, according to insiders, that he is already negotiating the publication of a follow-up song. But the true issue is this the end for Joc, Kendra, and Kirk, or does this signal the start of a brand new drama? Kirk's other ladies are now come forward, and Kendra is threatening to file for divorce. This could be the most disastrous split Atlanta has ever witnessed. Joc, meantime, is grinning as he watches everything go apart because, in the end, Joc might have lost Kendra, but he's on the verge of winning the battle. So the question now is, will this be the end for Kirk and Kendra? Or, let's face it, Joc may have released a diss track, and this is only the start of an even messier fallout. Began the legal procedure, but Kirk, isn't going to give up easily, and Kendra, oh honey, if the divorce rumors are accurate, things will quickly become very unpleasant. And let's not forget about Kirk's other ladies coming forward, because Kirk might lose more than just Kendra if even half of those rumors are accurate. Everything is on the line, including his money, reputation, and even his position in the reality TV industry. But here's the true question is whether Joc should actually sue Kirk for mental distress and fraud, or if Joc should just move on from this and concentrate on his job. Do you think Kendra will actually follow through on that? If you have a divorce or think this is just a publicity gimmick, please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thoughts on this one? And if you're a sucker for this drama, don't forget to hit the like button because, baby, it's better than reality TV right now. And be sure to have notifications enabled on your subscription because the next update, oh honey, I promise you that it will be even more juicy. You're not prepared for what's about to happen. Stay messy for the next step.